I give salam to my people in Bangladesh. Salam to the people of Marrakesh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. Welcome to another episode of The House Show. Before I start, I want to praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most merciful, the most just. All praises, glory and gratitude belong to Him for the works that we do. If you can support us with your du'as, if you have financial means, at the link below, whatever you can, even if you share this video, it will mean a lot to us, because then we can bring you these videos. Not only that, we're going to be bringing you some debates. So, brothers and sisters, if you guys remember or not, in Muhammad Hijab channel, we've got the new show, The Booth. We've done a video reacting to David Wood. Now, David Wood, who is this person? Because we need to understand the person we're dealing with here, yeah? David Wood is someone I can clearly say a staunch enemy of Islam. To be frank, I can't word it any different. He's such an enemy that he goes to the levels of losing his dignity. So, no, it is because if someone hates, I'm being honest, if someone hates someone so much, if it causes me to lose my dignity, that means psychologically up here, I'm not trying to do personal attacks ad hominem. I'm just saying, Jen, who is this person? This is a person in another interview which he claimed that he was this person who wanted to kill his father. And I'll play the recordings, you can play it for yourself, yeah? Some crazy stuff.
I decided to kill my dad, and I decided to do it in a brutal fashion, not a gunshot or anything. I was going to do it with a hammer. When I walked up to my dad, I had a hammer in my hand, and I hit him in the head 7 or 8 times with a ball-peen hammer until I thought he was dead, and I just left.
He was a very problematic person. Now, in the image that you can see in front, he's dressed up as a woman. Now, the question that needs to be asked is, why would a man dress up as a woman? Unless you want to be a transgender, yeah? Or, like I said before, you've lost your dignity. So we're dealing with such a man, and the only reason we're doing this is to further expose him. That's why, no, this is the reason we're doing it. Otherwise, I'm being honest, I don't believe this person should even be debated, because he has no dignity. There is some Christians, like Allah says in the Quran, laysa sawa. Or not all Christians are the same. So there are some that are good, alhamdulillah. We go to the park, some of them are good people, they talk to us, they want to reason, they want to understand, and like Allah says, come to common terms between you and them. But this man is not the same. And he will not be treated the same, because we're going to be very frank. We're not here to, hey, word, no. We're here to get to the point and deal with the matter head on. So, since we've got a little bit of understanding who is this person from the images below, Hijab, you put a challenge out to him. You said to him, look, David, let's have a debate. And the videos that you reacted to was of him not being able to answer a question that he was posed from his religion regarding a doctrine, not side issues, not did Jesus have a yellow hair or a blue hair. It was about Jesus dying and being resurrected. What was your challenge, and why did you do it?
This is it. I mean, I've done a reaction video of David Wood attempting to answer a question that was posed by another Muslim guy in some conference or some debate that was done. And there were very straightforward questions about the personhood of Jesus Christ and the doctrine of the Trinity, yeah? And what I found shocking about those videos, and you can obviously refer to the other videos I've done to see what I'm talking about. What I found shocking about those videos is that although the question was practically very straightforward, the answer was all over the place. And my point there with reacting to those videos was that this man who has spent his majority of his adult life attacking Islam, when it comes to answering his own religion or trying to justify his own religion, he's not even able to do so on a basic fundamental doctrinal level. He can't even look at the basics of his religion and make sense of them. Right?
Okay, so in a nutshell, you put a challenge out to him, yeah?
I put a challenge out for him to talk about, the debate question must be about the fundamentals of both religions.
Why? As a Christian, I come and say to you, why fundamentals?
In order to prove anything true or false, we need to look at the first principles of those things, right? In physics, in mathematics, in philosophy,
The premise.
One of the best ways of finding out if something is true or false is what you call arguing from first principles.
Okay.
This is one of the best, if not the best way of arguing, if not the best way of ascertaining the truth.
Okay.
Okay. So when we argue from first principles, we look at the assumptions of said thing that is being supposed, or that is being put forward.
Okay.
In this case, let's say, what are the assumptions? What are the first principles? What are the beginnings? What are the epistemological roots of Christianity/Islam? In both cases, there are different assumptions on the personhood of Jesus Christ, on God, on these key matters here. So here, what we should be talking about is what makes more sense from a rational, a textual, and historical perspective. does the Trinity make more sense, or does
Tawheed.
Tawheed make more sense?
So basically, what you're saying is, look, forget the branches and the leaves. Let's go to the roots.
Let's go to the roots.
Well, guess what?
Yes.
He's responded to you.
Let's-
How do you like that?
Well, let's
How
see
do you
what he
like that?
says. Let's see if he's up for the challenge.
He seems like brave. Let's see.
Let's see.
This one is actually not a question for you, but for some reason, someone must have posted a video about me because I keep my Twitter lit up. But David, did you accept the challenge from that Muslim Dawah guy from Speaker's Corner? Please confirm or deny that. Recently, like over the past, 2 months, there's been a bunch from Speaker's Corner's guys. Adnan Rashid, someone named Mohammed Hijab or something like that, and Ali Dawow. So I've seen those guys. Now, one of those guys I know, Adnan Rashid, I know. I'm familiar with him. The other two guys, I
Don't worry, you're going to get to know Hijab as well.
don't recall ever watching of it. I may have, I don't know. Don't recall anything from them. But just to confirm here, and you can send them this video with this. You give them the timestamp so they know when to see this. Yes, I accept their challenge, whether they're a team or.
He's a brave man. He's going to debate the root of the problem, Tawhid and Trinity. I believe he
Let's
is.
do it.
They're talking like one at a time. I'm fine. I confirm that. Now, there are multiple ways they can do that. They can contact a mosque over here in the U.S. Anywhere in the U.S., I'll show up. Salafi mosque, I don't care. I'll be there.
Anywhere in the US.
He's brave. He's brave.
Anywhere in the US.
He's brave. I believe he's going to accept the main
I don't know
challenge.
where he's based either. I mean,
Wherever.
Let's do
Hopefully,
it. New York.
if your Islamophobe
go to New
Christian
York.
president allows us in the country, it'll be really good. If not, here, we'll discuss it.
We just
We'll discuss it.
8 months ago.
Or they can contact the MSA, the Muslim Students Association, and there are tons of Muslim Students Associations at universities across
Pause it for a
America.
sec. And this is, if anyone's watching this from the US and they belong to a Muslim student association,
Yeah.
or from any masjid in the United States, whether you're in New York or wherever you want,
Yeah.
send us your details. You can find, for example, our Instagram
100%,
personal
definitely.
message.
It'll be the link below.
Or if not on Instagram, you can send us an email with that information, because we're trying to arrange the date. And obviously,
But we're
David
gonna-
Wood
we're gonna-
himself,
yeah.
he needs to send us an email as well. We'll put the email on the bottom.
We'll
as well.
put the link below, but also we're going to come to an agreement, yeah? Because
Yes.
we might get him to come here, so, we'll see.
No
We'll
problem. But
we'll see.
let's see what happens.
No problem.
Tell them to set up the debates. I would recommend 2 debates, like
Good. He's going to say the Trinity and Tawhid. He's brave. He's changed a bit.
yeah.
He's changed a bit.
who was Muhammad and who was Jesus. That way,
Okay, maybe the second one he's going to debate Trinity and Tawhid.
it's nice and even, and those are 2 of the main questions.
Okay, when you put your challenge out, did you say that you want to debate who is Jesus and who is Muhammad?
I didn't say that. And by the way, these don't even make sense.
It's unbelievable.
They don't even make sense as debate questions. They make sense as history lessons. that's the reality. Who was Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Who was Jesus alayhi salam? Where is the contention in that?
Well, how is that going to
It
make
should be, was Jesus God, or is the Trinity or Tawheed? Question mark.
You know what that is? Look, the person on our left, his
Yeah.
right, is a apostate of Islam. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
It's like talking to him and be like, look, you are suffering from PCMOS, post-colonial master's order syndrome, yeah, which I diagnosed a week ago with a few ex-Muslims as well. And me coming to him saying, look, we're going to talk about Muhammad and Jesus. Tell me which one fits your liberal standards, which are going to change later better.
By the way,
Jesus-
yes, I've written an essay on liberalism,
Good.
which I put in the description box.
We'll
It's
put it in the
Salam
description below as well.
Publications. You can
Exactly.
salam.org.uk/publication. And by the way,
Yes.
Sheikh Muhammad Othman has also written an essay
Yeah,
on the age of Aisha, which you should be going
And
on.
also, the Wi-Fi's are coming out as well. Inshallah, brothers and sisters, that's really good. It's going to be in the link below, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So what I'm trying to say is, what he's doing is that going to a person who's got liberal values and saying, look, we're going to tell you who's the kindest, Muhammad or Jesus. Jesus threw flowers on Fridays and Saturdays, but Muhammad, peace be upon him, didn't. This is pathetic. I'm not going to choose my soul. I would not drink a little drop of poison because it will harm my body. You think I'm going to put my soul in the line because one sounds better than the other? It's irrelevant. I want to know Trinity is your fundamental basis. Okay, I want to know about that. Islam, Tawheed. I want to know about your Tawheed. What on earth has Your
was
subjective,
Muhammad
it's
and who was
irrelevant.
Jesus?
And you challenged him clearly. I heard it with my own ears. We've got, thank God, cameras.
As
and
if, by the way, and this is a
Come
false
on,
kind
man.
of thing.
It's
Who was
pathetic.
Jesus? Jesus, as if there is some kind of,
Why is pathetic?
as if it's a debate between who is better, Muhammad or Jesus. Come on, man.
Well, it's pathetic.
Come on, man.
It's
Well,
pathetic. It's like me and you in a fight. I'm going to knock you out. You know,
Yes,
it's-
that will happen, but when you wake up from your dream,
exactly, it's irrelevant.
Yes.
If like, for example, McGregor and Connor's fight, we done a reaction video, yeah?
Yeah.
If Habib knocks him out, we're not going to say that's an evidence for Islam is the truth. It's not. Look, maybe Allah willed that, but what we're trying, and we believe that's going to happen, yeah? But I'm not going to come and say, oh, look, Habib knocked him out. Islam is the truth. Or saying, okay, I saw Allah on a fish, it says Allah. Come on, man. These are not arguments that you use, man. Come on, man.
I think he realizes this, though. Let's listen to what he says.
Come on, man. It's up.
And if it makes anyone feel any better, I will debate all three of them on the same stage at the same time. So,
Please. Instead of debating all three of us, just debate one of us on the matter of Trinity and Tawheed. That's all we want from you. Not free. You're a brave man. You've scared us. Ooh.
Because he likes the number 3, obviously. The Trinities. But according to him, all 3 of us are one anyway.
You took my words. I was going to say that. We're not free, but we're one. So when we by the way, I want to make it clear, yeah, to our Christian friends who are watching, seriously, the only reason we're doing this, like, we're not, no, I'll be honest, because this guy is somebody who mocks the Prophet, peace be upon him, and we don't want to drop to his level, yeah, but the way he's been, and you can see he's dressed up as a woman, and all the stuff that he says, like, come on, it's pathetic, you know, we can have a little banter here. If we come to the stage, me, you, and Ustad Nasheed, if he says there's 3 of you, I'll say, no, there's 1 of us.
Yes.
What are you going to say, huh?
So there's only 3.
Like Hijab says,
It's 1.
And let me go a little step further.
It's
And
3 persons.
like Hijab says, and let me go a step further.
Yes, let's go.
Let's watch it.
Let's listen.
so I don't know how I can say it any more clearly than that, ladies and gentlemen. I've been affirming that I'm willing to debate all day long and multiple times over the past month. So anyone who asks, go ahead and send them back to that little clip right there. Yes, the answer is yes.
Do you know what he has to do now? He has to make a video.
Yeah.
Put my name on the title.
Yep.
With your time and your place. Like Khabib says, just send me location, brother. Just send me location, all right?
Let's see what he says.
Send me location. And then we'll agree on time and place, because it might conflict the times.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a question here from Michelle Marie. David, ask him why he thinks Christianity is beautiful but doesn't believe it's the truth. And just from a philosophical note, something can be beautiful without being true, right? Like if
Ooh,
okay,
that's a big statement.
I'm interested in that because, you know, he's hitting at a true principle here. By the way, I
can't believe he said that.
It's good. I'm happy that he said that, because what it is it shows that he understands the difference between aesthetic value judgment. Okay, which means looking at something and deciding whether you think subjectively it's beautiful or not beautiful.
So like
beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Not everyone's going to think everything is beautiful at the same level, right? And that's why we choose different marital spouses or whatever it may be, right? But what I'm saying is that this is very important.
When he said we, was he talking about me and you or just you two?
Well, what I was going to say is this: is that this is very important, because if you look at a lot of his polemic, and all those websites that talk about Islam and try and answer Islam and these things, when you look at their polemics is this: the argument is really as follows: Islam is violent, therefore Islam is not the truth.
Exactly.
You're right. If that's the argument, then what you're really appealing to is an aesthetic value judgment. Therefore, what he's trying to say is that if you don't like violence, you will not like Islam. And if you don't like Islam, Islam is not true.
Exactly.
Now, really and truly, as you know yourself, that does not indicate truthfulness or falsity.
Exactly.
That does not. Even if you're, let's say for the sake of argument, right? You're right. Islam has violence and all these things. Absolutely no problem. For the sake of argument, no problem. And it does have some violence.
Of course.
And we're not saying that, but the way he represents it is not correct.
Of course not.
So, for the sake of argument, the way you represent it is true as well. Even if that is the case, it does not indicate the falsehood or the falsity of Islam.
That's exactly my point.
He knows that. He knows that on a philosophical level.
It's like, you know what it seems when they talk, because this question is to him. This guy on his right, because he's saying, "Oh, Christian's beautiful." So the lady's saying, "If it's beautiful, why don't you become a Christian?"
Okay.
So he's basically going to say, "Look, I find it beautiful, but it's not the truth. I don't believe it." What it seems with a lot of Christians is that they want God to be how they want him to be. Look, if something's the truth, if Christianity is the truth, and in Christianity the God Almighty says every Thursday, Ali, you're going to climb up a tree, stay there for 20 minutes, eat a red apple, come down and sleep. I'm going to do it. It's the truth. I'm not going to say, I don't want it. It doesn't sound right to me. I don't like it. It's irrelevant.
Basically,
it's the truth.
this is the point, right? What the reason why Muslims do what they do, whether it's a woman putting on a hijab or a man sporting a beard or doing whatever it may be, is because when you come to accept the authority of Islam and the authority of Tawheed, or Allah being the one God that is commanding the injunctions that are found in the Quran and the Sunnah,
and it's the truth,
and we can rationalize that, right? Then it makes sense to follow those commandments and injunctions because that is the all perfect truth, if you like, right? Like, for example, on a practical level, when people go to doctors, they go to doctors because they trust the authority of the doctor, right? They know that this person is qualified, that they're a specialist in their field, and therefore they. So the point is this: rather than once, as you said, looking at the branches of the tree, right? Looking at the prescriptions, the injunctions, and deciding, yes, by a sociological analogy, which is sometimes a very weak logical way of deducing things, that okay, this is not in line with post-enlightenment ideas,
exactly,
and applying, but therefore the fallacies of presentism. Yes, this is not in line. This is not in line with liberal values, and this is not. This is something I argue in the essay. That we come to a conclusion of this is true or this is false. This is, of course, a weak way of finding out what is true and what is false. And I'll repeat what I said before. The best way of finding out if something is true or false is by arguing from first principles, from a logical perspective, which is
the roots.
The roots of it, Trinity and Tawheed.
I'm going to end on this. Very profound. He just shot himself in the foot.
Right.
He's just answered a question where he's saying just because something is beautiful doesn't make it truth.
Yeah, and beauty is subjective, right?
Hold on a second. And then he said he wants to debate Prophet Muhammad and Jesus. What's he going to debate on? What's he going to try to prove on there? Which one is more?
Moral.
Hold on a second. You've just defeated your whole purpose. You have no choice but to debate the Trinity and Tawheed. David Wood, I think it's night-night for you. I genuinely believe this time it's night-night for you. And in other words, I do say janaza. And please don't twist this and they're giving me death threats. No, we mean literally intellectual janaza. You heard those words maybe in Speaker's Corner. You probably subscribed to me. I know you're following me.
He's trying to.
You called me wow. It means I hit a nerve there. Because I've got a bit of wow in my dawah. But anyways, brothers and sisters, if you're watching this, that's it. Let's keep it rolling.
Do you know why he said wow?
Wow.
Yeah, not because of that. Because he must have been.
Oh,
right?
Twitter.
No.
Where?
He must have been a subscriber since the very beginning.
Yeah, because that's when I started it.
You started it.
This guy's been following from day one.
You were called Dawah.
So he's been a fan from day one.
3 years ago, 4 years ago,
you're
isn't
right.
it?
Yes.
That's why your email is Dawah.
Yes, exactly.
So
you've been a fan of mine as well, haven't you?
He's never heard of you. He's never heard of you. But the guy, he's using Dawah.
Yeah, because I'm Ali Dawah. I'm not Dawah anymore.
Yes. So he must have been there from the beginning.
I don't know. It looks like you and him were my fans from day one, man. Brothers and sisters, share this video with him. We're ready. America, Australia, Mars, Neptune. As long as we have oxygen we will debate it.
Send us location.
Give us location. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.